What up, YouTube? How's it going? You got it, a cooking video. When I was growing up, I hated vegetables, just like a lot of people out there. When I was 4, 5, 6 years old, I couldn't stand them. What I would do, I would sit right here next to my grandma, and I would secretly spoon my vegetables onto her plate when my dad wasn't looking. I was really good at that. I'd also take my vegetables and put them into my drinking cup secretly when my dad wasn't looking, so that I wouldn't have to eat them. And he wouldn't let me leave the dinner table until all my vegetables were gone. He found this method to help me learn to love eating vegetables, and I'm going to share this with you guys here today. This is going to help a lot of people, you know, just basically get accustomed to eating vegetables. For example, my girlfriend hates anything that's green. So here's one way to make your vegetables taste great, and at the same time get yourself accustomed to simply eating more vegetables. There's only going to be 3 ingredients, guys. Let's start off with some green beans, butter or margarine that you prefer, and we have brown sugar. Don't worry guys, carbs all break down into the same motherfucking thing. You're not going to get fat just because you have some brown sugar in your vegetables. If you ate this whole fucking thing on the daily, yes, you'll probably get fat. If you're constantly at a caloric surplus for weeks, months, years, yes, you will eventually become fat. And it's not because of those individual food choices, it was because of the quantities. Alright guys, let's get started. Let's put these green beans inside of a microwavable safe container. Fruits and vegetables are very, very necessary in all of our diets. The freaking government recommends 2, if not more, servings of both fruits and vegetables per day. I'm gonna microwave this bitch for like 4.5 minutes. A lot of you are probably thinking, butter, what the hell are you doing, Matt? When it comes to fats, obviously 9 calories per gram, right? You want a balance of your both saturated fats and your unsaturated fats, the polysaturated and monosaturated. Obviously stay away from hydrogenated fats, your trans fats, stay the fuck away from that shit. Whether you're counting macros or not, your macros, fats, carbs, and proteins, you can easily incorporate these foods into your diet along with your vegetables. Alright guys, the green beans are done cooking. Now remember, the whole point of this especially is to help people ease into eating vegetables, to get them to eventually like vegetables, so you won't have to doctor them up, make them taste delicious with things like butter and brown sugar. But mind you, it's no problem if you do eat butter and sugar. It's not like these two foods are going to make you fat. Like I said, a consistent caloric surplus from day to day, week, month, year is what makes people fat, not these individual foods, despite what the media might tell you. So, next step, I'm going to put in maybe half a spoonful. If you're counting your macros, go ahead and weigh this out. If you're not, it's not a huge deal. Just put a nice little clump of butter right there on top. Like I said, if you're weighing out your macros, you're weighing out your food, go ahead and weigh the brown sugar out. If you're not, it's not a huge deal. And this is something you're going to trial and error with, you know? You're going to eventually find out a good amount of brown sugar, a good amount of butter, how much you need in order for it to taste good, say for your kids, for your wife, for your husband. This is a really easy way to help your loved ones ease into liking vegetables. Like I said, that's the whole point, right? So, another good ingredient you might want to add is onion. My dad loves to add onion to the vegetables. Me, I don't really like to add onion unless I don't have, you know, brown sugar and butter. So I just have green beans, I cooked them up, added brown sugar, added a little bit of butter or margarine, whichever one you prefer, and then just mix it up. The butter melts, it mixes up really nicely, and in about 30 seconds it's ready to serve to your family or eat up. If you can't eat all of it, you can put the top back on, put it in the refrigerator, and cook it up and heat it up, eat it for later. It is freaking delicious, guys. If you can't stand eating vegetables by themselves, try this out. If you're having the hardest time ever to get your kids, your wife, your loved ones to enjoy vegetables, try this out. It worked for my dad, it worked for me. Anyways guys, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like. Go ahead and leave me a comment on how you guys like to doctor up your vegetables so your family likes it. And if you really like this video, drop a share for me because it really helps me out. Anyways guys, peace. I'll see you in the next video. Alright guys, and one last note. If you're worried, if you're one of those guys who are really worried, or one of the women who are really worried about adding butter, brown sugar to your diet, then what you can do is start off with a certain amount of each in the green vegetables, or in the green beans in this case, and you every single time add a little bit less, you know, have a little bit less in it. where eventually your daughter or your son won't even notice that you're not putting any, brown sugar or butter inside of it. Obviously, you gotta make it really gradual, right? Really gradual changes. And eventually they'll just love vegetables. Peace.
And quit being a little bitch!
Ogus cake!